episode of Musical Chairs with me, Cheer Up Charlie. And today we have the amazing, the wonderful, the man who puts the super in supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, the man who got the Little Mermaid to swim, one of the first people to say hello to Hello Dolly. He's Stephen Mear, everybody! Woohoo! 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 Woo!
Hi, Charlie.
Stephen, how are you?
Good, thank you. Very well, very well.
My mum says I was born singing and dancing. Is that the same for you? Were you born with a pair of dancing shoes on?
Yeah, I was born with tap shoes on. At the age of 3, I used to start tap dancing because my mum used to help out at a dance school. So I started tap dancing at the age of 3.
Oh. I'm already seeing my mum work extra hard to ensure there is money for my classes. Where did you go and do your professional training? Do you think we need to make training more accessible?
Yes, we do need to make it more accessible. We really do. But I trained at the London Studio Centre. I had a brilliant training with some of the best teachers, and a lot of them were in shows as well. So, you know, it was wonderful. I also, while I was training, I got to be in two shows while I was training. So I kind of got a double whammy of learning my career and, you know, and training at the same time.
So what made you decide to not carry on and become a performer, but instead become a top-class choreographer?
I love performing. I did loads of shows. I did lots of reps. I think I did about 6 or 7 West End shows. But I started learning. I always wanted to choreograph from the minute I got into shows. I always choreographed at colleges and things. And I just knew I had to learn my craft. So being in shows, you learn how to watch other choreographers and then you become assistant. But while I was doing that, I was still teaching at all the colleges. So I was creating all the time. So that's how I got into it. I knew I wanted to, but I did love performing.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. How important is it for you to bring the story to life through the power of movement?
Oh, I think it's so important to tell story through characters, definitely to forward the stories, unless otherwise it's just dance for dance sake. I think you can't beat telling stories through dance.
It's like when you sing or when you act, you have to tell stories through your faces and through your words.
Yeah, absolutely. It has to come from here and it has to be real. There's nothing more boring than just watching dance for dance sake. If it's in a big musical, it needs to forward the story or have some meaning. So
like some of the time when I do my interviews, sometimes some of the words don't come from the brain, they come from the heart.
Well, that's not a bad thing. Hold on to that, Charlie.
So from my research, I see you are very quite greedy. You have won 2 Olivier Awards, 1 LA Critic Award, and now a CBE. How incredible was it to hear you had received all these amazing honours?
It's always amazing, always very humbled, because I'm getting awarded for something I love doing. That you know, they always say I love it so much. Then to be awarded for something is just the cherry on top of the cake, really. So I'm always humbled by it.
Yeah. Now, I do not normally talk about this, but 18 months ago now, just before #CheerUpCharlie began, I caught an infection which resulted in a major surgery and me losing the hearing in my left ear. I now wear a hearing aid and have to relearn how to dance. Where did you get the inspiration from to use your knowledge of sign language to do the epic supercalifragilisticexpialidocious dance in Mary Poppins?
The inspiration was from my partner, who is deaf, and also he's a brilliant dancer, and he teaches. And also, I mean, you'll still be able to carry on with your career. There's so much technology, but I mean, he's totally deaf, and he teaches hearing people to dance at colleges. I mean, it's amazing. So it's fabulous what he's achieved. So I just wanted to put something like that in the show, and I think it was Matthew that said, well, it has to be supercalifragilistic. So we combined this. We did proper signing to start off with, but it was too small. So we made it the S, you know, and the P, and just doing it all bigger. So so we made like a Mary Poppins sign, but we did like the F properly and fun and party and things. So it was really exciting to do. And I didn't realize it was going to be such a big thing that it's everybody knows that as supercalifragilistic now more than the film, I think, which is really fabulous.
Yeah. What is your most memorable moment to date? You must have a lot, but does one really stand out to you?
Well, in theatre itself, in theatre, the opening night of Sunset on Broadway, I think, because the audience just went bonkers for Glenn Close, and it was, I mean, I've seen audiences go mad, but it was ridiculous. I mean, it was like mind blowing. And I think my other thing that'll always stick in my head, I'm a friend of, through a friend of Liza Minnelli, and we went round her house one Christmas, and my friend said to her, you know, Stephen's doing Gypsy. And this is not a lie. She got up and did the whole of Rose's Turn for me in her living room, full out. So that was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had, I suppose.
Yeah. How different is it working on Broadway than the West End?
I think there's more, it's just bigger out there. In America, it's so big. Like we fit into Texas twice, I think. But, you know, so America is huge. So it's a lot more to fight for. You know, if you want to be in the business, you have to have that bit of extra fight to stay in there or to be noticed. So yeah, the pressure's more. I think we have as much talent. Well, not as much because of how small we are, but we have the same talent out, you know, but there's more fighting for it out there. So there's just a lot more pressure, I think. But, you know, I'm very grateful to have had shows on Broadway.
#Charlie was born due to the bullying I received for my love of dance and song, particularly because I do not fit the stereotype of what a boy should do. How do you think we can change the negative behaviour that seems to evolve from the playground?
Well, I mean, you know, when I was a kid, I was bullied as well, Charlie. So with my name, you know, I was bound to be bullied. It was just, I think it will change. I think people are being educated better now, and hopefully the ignorance will go away. It will take some time, but it's a lot better now. I mean, with gay pride and, you know, and all this, and men can dance. They don't have to, you know, women can dance with women. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, in our world, it doesn't matter. But outside our world, people are still learning. And it's just part of being educated. But it will get better. And also, you know what? It's made you the person you are. I know it's horrible to go through, but look at all the support and love you've had. And so don't ever change for anybody.
Thank you. And that goes for everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Just be yourself.
And as I say, just be yourself because everyone else is taken. You can't be anyone else because they're already themselves.
No, I love that, Charlie. That's great.
Have you ever suffered any form of bullying as a child or in the industry?
Yeah, as a child I did, because I was like the only boy that used to go dance classes. So I used to get called Miro Queero and all that because my last name's Mear. Just awful. But then, you know, you carry on and then it makes you a stronger person. I still did it. I carried on. I knew it was something I was passionate about. And, you know, I've been picked on a bit in a company when I was younger, going into a show, and the older ones in the show just wanted to let us know they've been around for years. And I kind of had a little bit of bullying there, but nothing drastic. So, yeah, but I do think it makes you what you are.
If you could give yourself some advice as a child, knowing what you know now as an adult, what would it be?
Always be respectful to people. And integrity is such a big part, I think, of what I am. Be supportive, just be honest and do what you like and follow your dream. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something. If someone had said to me, I would have these awards, I would have worked on Broadway and in the West End when I started off, I would have laughed in their faces. But my dream was to do that, and I was passionate, and I got to do it. So I'm really very lucky. But you know, don't let anybody say you can't do it.
Yeah. So now's for some funny questions. This is where it gets interesting. What does your partner tell you off for most?
I'm so dodgy about being on time for things and being ready early. In fact, I'm get ready too early, and it drives him bonkers.
That drives my dad bonkers when me and mum, we just want to be early.
Yeah. I
Better
don't
early.
like being late. It's too stressful. I like
No.
to be on time and efficient.
And
So
it's rude if you're late. Being late's just rude.
yeah, but that drives him mad.
Yeah. Have you got any embarrassing moments that you would much rather forget, but no, you never will? There must be some great ones from all the choreography you do.
I mean, when I was in 42nd Street, I just joined 3 months after it had opened, the original. And I went in, and in Lullaby Broadway, we're on a staircase. So the people are in front of us. And we did come, and I did that. And as I did that, I put my fingers through the girl's wig in front of me and took her whole wig off in my hand. And we were on the steps, halfway up the steps, so we couldn't get off. So this poor, and then I did this, working big, threw the wig off into the wing. So now this poor girl has just got a stocking cap on on the stairs. That was one of my very embarrassing moments. But,
I can imagine.
More mortified for the lovely girl that I did it to. But that was me just working 180% on stage.
Yeah. Forget 110% or 100%. 180.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was doing, definitely.
What are your most disgusting habits?
I don't know, really. I can't think of any, really. I think I blow my nose and sometimes check my hanky, which drives Mark also mad sometimes, but that's about it.
Yes, that is quite disgusting, actually. Or as Mary Poppins would say, yes, quite disgusting. That was a very bad impression. Move on. Is there anyone left for you still to work with?
Oh, yeah. There's loads of people. There's Meryl Streep I'd love to work with. I'd love to do a film. So I'd love to work with some of the film producers. Yeah, there are people that I would just kill to work with. I worked with Judi Dench quickly in a play, but I mean, I was just there to do basically scene move changes. But I'd love to work with her properly, or Maggie Smith, or people like that. I mean, Julie Walters I worked with, and I love her. So.
So now it's for a round of quick fact questions.
Okay.
Let's go. Chocolate or Haribo?
Chocolate.
Text or talk?
Talk, without a doubt.
Morning person or night owl?
Morning.
Broadway or West End?
West End, my heart's there the most because that's where I started.
Yeah. Last song downloaded?
Last song down, crikey. Sybil, When I'm Good, I'm Ready. I know it's an old song, but I've only just downloaded it.
Favourite place to eat?
Favourite place to eat is Randall and Auburn in Soho. It's like a fish restaurant.
Ooh. Superpower?
Superpower? Being invisible.
Basically, everybody says that. It's always either invisibility or flying.
Yeah. I suppose. Invisible. I'd love the power just to wander around and see what's going on with that.
Yeah. First celebrity crush?
Oh, I used to love Farrah Fawcett Majors in Charlie's Angels. You won't remember that at all, but she was one of the Charlie's Angels.
Favourite city?
Favourite city? Oh, Paris, I think.
So now's for a tongue twister, and as I can see, you're so serious. So I got you a very serious tongue twister.
Go on then.
I'll say it, and then you can repeat it.
Okay.
I apologise in advance. Birdie, birdie in the sky, laid a turdy in my eye. If cows could fly, I'd have a cow pie in my eye.
Birdie, birdie in the sky. See, I can't even remember it. Birdie, birdie in the sky. Got a
laid a turdy in my eye. If cows could fly, I'd have a cow pie in my eye.
Cows could fly, I'd have a cow pie in my eye. Now, that's hard. I have trouble remembering long sentences.
If you want to or need to, you can write it down with like a pen and paper or on your phone.
So just say it to me again.
Birdie, birdie in the sky.
Yeah.
laid a turdy in my eye.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
If cows could fly, I'd have a cow
Laid a
pie.
turdy.
Pardon?
Laid a turdy in my eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
If cows could fly,
Yes.
I'd have a cow pie in my eye.
Fly. Okay. Cow pie in my eye. Right, I'll try it. Birdie, birdie in the sky, laid a turdy in my eye. If cows could fly, I'd have a cow pie in my eye. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. It's totally right. Again, I apologize.
It's all right. I apologize for being so slow.
It's fine. You're not the slowest we've had.
Good to know.
So, wasn't that another amazing video? Oh, thanks so much, Stephen, and well done. You managed to get through the interview. Yoo-hoo!
Thank you, Charlie, and don't ever change for anyone. Yeah, keep doing what you do. You're brilliant.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Stephen. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. That was an awesome video. Buddy, buddy in the sky laid a turdy in my eye. Oh, that's amazing. I can't believe I even got him to say it. So if you want to see more videos and more tongue twisters like that, well then remember to like and subscribe. And when you subscribe, turn on that notifications bell. And if you want to see other cool things, make sure you follow me on my Instagram, because it is absolutely amazing and you will love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Road to 10K on my Instagram. So let's do it.